Now we will see the next big data type, that is the semi-structured data. As I said in the last lecture, semi-structured data are generally categorized or falls under XML data. So the semi-structural data is the information which is not reside in the relational database. As its first characteristic is it does not reside in a relational database, but that does have some organizational properties that makes it easier to analyze, because it would come to your mind that if it is not falling into relational database, what is its use? Though it's not falling under relational database, but they are having the organizational properties, and because of that analysis of semi-structured data is very easy. With some processes we can store the data in relational database, but the semi-structured data exists to ease space, clarity for computation purpose as well. The examples are CSV, XML documents, which are the semi-structured documents. Even the NoSQL databases are considered as semi-structured database as well. So we can say that the semi-structured data is not a relational data, but it is having the organization property such a way that the analysis is very much easier because of that. Then the next comes is the unstructured data. So the unstructured data, it is also called as unstructured information. It refers to the information that either does not have predefined data model or it is not organized in a predefined manner. Means it is actually not having any particular format. It is not having any formatted data model, as well as it is not having in a predefined manner organization. So we can say it is a very text heavy database. But though it is a text heavy, it contains the data such as dates, numbers, facts, and this results in irregularities as well as ambiguities, which make it difficult to understand using traditional programs as compared to the data stored in the fielded form, because that is not having any particular semantically tagging. So techniques which are used as data mining, natural language processing, text analysis provides the various methods, and because of that methods we can find particular patterns and we can interpret the information from that. The common techniques for structuring text usually has manual tagging with the metadata or part of speech of tagging for the further text mining structuring. So the examples are books, journals, document, Facebook, Twitter, and etc. As well as we can have the example of health record, video, email message, web page, everything. Now as it is unstructured data, it does not follow any format. If 20% of the data available to enterprise in structured data, then we can say that 80% data is the unstructured data. Actually, unstructured data is the data which is very easily encountered, and the unstructured data growing quickest than other because business decisions are getting help from that. So the group called the Organization for Advancement of Structured Information Standards, and they had published the architecture standard which are having some analytics, and they analyze the unstructured information and assign the semantics to regions of the unstructured information. Many industry watchers says that Hadoop is becoming the most de facto industry standard for managing the big data. And the examples are satellite images, scientific data, photographs, radar and sonar data, Facebook, Flickr, Instagram, and so on. So this is all about the big data types and their characteristics. Now as the term analytics comes in this unstructured format, which is used for analyzing the unstructured information and assigning the semantics, that we will see in our next section. Thank you.